Welcome to today's tutorial, and in today's tutorial we are going to go on and learn about some rare elements within HTML that we rarely use. So buckle up and let's get into today's video. So we know that HTML is the foundation, or people call the skeleton of our web page. So to have your web page functioning without any heavy loading, you have to have HTML elements or tags that will keep your web page running smoothly. So let's go on ahead and see these tags that we can use on the daily or on the normal within our website. So first off, first on the list we have the details and the summary. So we are going to talk about details and summary. So this is how we write this tag. So we start with details, and of course this will pop up in our HTML. Then we'll go ahead and use the summary. So it's a bit tricky. So now we'll see that the details will disappear, and whatever you put within the summary is what is going to appear here. So let's say we're writing a test. We're writing some test and we couldn't, it's too lengthy, so we want to reduce it. We want to reduce the test, and we are going to go on and say lorem, say 10, and maybe we wanted to add some more to it. I'll go on ahead and add what I wanted to add. So I'll do a read more so that we can click on it. So then after this, you will add the text that you are supposed to display. So I'm going to go on ahead and do another lorem. So this is the text I want to display again. So once you click on it, you see that the text is being displayed, and you can go on with CSS and style this to make it look awesome. Isn't this cool? Without any JS and CSS, you can have this at your fingertips and to keep your website moderated and without loading it. So we can go on and use this in our website. So the second on my list that we'll be talking about is an option called the meter. So we have the meter. We are going to set this with some values. So we are going to have some values, the min, max values. So we'll have a min. Let's say I'm setting my min to 0. So we're going to set this, your minimum and your maximum values. Then this meter will allow us to have values that will correspond to a lower value, an optimum value, and a high value. So we've graded, or we have a graded test, and we want the people to see their scores, whether they did well or not. This meter ranges will allow us to do that. So let's see how it's done. We'll go on and set our max value to 100. Now we can go on and style our meter tag. So how do you know it? You store your values low. We store it at around 30 for the test. Then optimal, say we store it around 65, and our high, we store it around 90. And this is how it's going to be. So let's say let's tweak our values here, 29. See that it's going to give it a color, right? So when we tweak it to about 60, we have still less, so it's going to give us a color. So we are within the optimal range. Our low value is from 30 downwards. Our optimum value is from 65 going. Let's try 67. We'll see that it's going to change it. Yes, update it, and we are going to see that when we try our 90, we are going to see that it's going to change it. So this is an awesome way to display some information that you've run a test and you want them to know their scores and how they perform. This is another way you can use. And the other one that we have, which is similar to this meter, is called the progress bar. So progress, go on progress, and this is how it is. And we see that there is a progression here. And how does this one also work? So with the progress bar, we can go on ahead and give it a value. So let's say our max is 100. So with the progress bar, we're going to go on and style this with a value. So the moment you put in a value attribute, this will disappear because now we can update it with a value. So once the value hits, see that the progress bar will indicate that value. We can go on with this and change the values to whatever we want, and the progress bar should be able to do the changes for us. So isn't this cool? You have an easy way to make a progress bar within your website. That's cool. And next up we have iframe. So this iframe, what is iframe? So let's say you want to introduce a map within, so an aspect of place, so geographical location within your website. How do you then do it? Are you going to use an API? Well, there is this built-in tag called the iframe. So the iframe is going to help you be able to post a frame of the whole or entire Google Maps in your HTML. So that's how it's going to be done. So you copy an address. I have my address copied already. So I do the iframe, and I have no internet because I haven't connected my device. So you would have seen that it is going to display the location here. So the location I have here, you copy your location from Google, so Google Maps, then you put it in the source. Then you see that it has to be displayed here. And let me try to turn on my data so that I can be able to show the iframe later. So later I'll show the iframe to you guys. But let's leave it there so that we can still work with the others once it loads. So what we'll be doing next is details and options. So we have another one called the data list. So there is data list that you can use. Let's say inputs, we have an input element and it's text. Now we can make suggestions for our input element. How? Someone may ask. So we will do list. So whatever name we put here, we should go on and put it within our input tag. So let's say we want to make some numbers. So numbers. So this should be the same as what we'll use in our data list. So in our data list, we're going to do the ID, set the ID to the same as numbers so that they can pick up. So it will pick up the ID. So numbers, we are going with numbers, and now we have to add our options. So option, whatever value we're going to set is going to be what is displayed. So 1, can go on and set, let's use 3 values for now. 2, 3. So when we start typing, you see that we have suggestions here. Let's say I want 1, you see 1 is there. I start typing, I want 2, 2 is there. So the suggestions are given within our input field without any CSS, without any JavaScript. We can have a drop down within our input. Isn't this cool? This is like witchcraft, bro. All right, so let's go on with our next element, and our next element will be our Ruby, RT, and RM. This tag will allow you to position some element on top of your element. So let's say you have a text, so you have the text tag, so P tag, and we have an element. Let's do some tags here. So we have a laughing emoji. So we'll go on and use the Ruby. So whatever we're going to wrap in this Ruby will allow us to position this on the top. So let's say we're doing this, and I'm going to use a skull. So let's use skull. So what I want to position on top of this skull, I'm going to wrap around RT. Let's see. Dead. So you see that it's positioned the dead on top of the RT, on top of my Ruby, which is this. Isn't this awesome? You can go on ahead and try even with this. See, RT. You can go on and try with other stuff. So you wrap it with your Ruby, and sorry, this is not in the Ruby. So you wrap it around your Ruby, and you can add your RT text, and also don't forget to add another text, RM. for browsers which do not support RT. So you can use RM also. So you can change this to RM. Let's do RM. And some browsers do not use RT, so they use RM. That is going to help you do the same thing. Right. So that is it. You can have the text format. So I hope you've learned something from today's tutorial, and I'll catch you up in the next tutorials with awesome HTML tag sliders. Peace out. Bye bye. This is how the